Welcome back, Sky Kingdom's weather. I hope everyone's doing well on this very good morning. Now, Eastern Daylight Time, it's actually afternoon. But good afternoon, I'm guessing, or good morning, wherever you are watching from. We got a lot to talk about, and yes, we do. We have, once again, still major Typhoon Bobby continuing to cause havoc and concern across the West Pacific. To be honest with you, from last night to today, this morning, that convection actually never got going. Believe it or not, that convection is now looking like it's starting to get its act together now. So for that being, they actually dropped this 5 millibars. It's 150. It's nothing too it's still a very major typhoon. Look, it's a lot going on here. Hey, Weather Kingdom, can we check the zonal anomalies in Cyclone WX? We'll be looking at that in just a few minutes, but we got some stuff to take a look at on satellite imagery. You guys might be wondering, Sky Kingdom weather, Weather Kingdom, are we going to be having a super typhoon again as it enters the coming days here into Taiwan? And the answer is still up in the air. I mean, right now it does, the structure has changed a bit overnight. We don't see as flat on the northern side. We actually are starting to see the winds, the outflow getting a little bit better than before. We're actually getting even some better outflow. So now we're seeing some more outflow here and less wind shear. So from last night to this morning, the wind shear has decreased. I can tell you that from just a structure look. It doesn't look like it's a wind shear structure. And then we also are watching out what's going to happen with the core, because that's another major thing. This is the outflow. So there's definitely no more issues with the shear right now. That's one of the major things. Also, there's not too much other going on than a little bit of dry air that might be inhibiting it from explosively developing. There's quite a lot of shear and dry air right now. There's not shear, because when we look at last night, it was a lot less, a lot more. The shear is not really causing anything right now. There is, though, a little bit of dry air. Not really impacting the core, but you can tell there is a bit of dry air trying to seep into the CDO here. That's going to... Yes. Okay, the east. There is convection trying to now build up again. There's not really too much of a shear. And honestly, the structure is capable for, once again, Super Typhoon Bobby to form here. I'm not too concerned with that. With the latest thing, it looks like the eye wall might be getting a little bit reinsured here. Looks like we're having a little bit more in the way of convection. Probably the most convection around the eye wall we have seen since yesterday morning. There's not too much shear. I don't see too much shear. It's really not that bad of shear. We do have 2 vortmaxes going off right now. One being from the eastern side here. You can tell right here, this is 1 vortmax. And then there's the second one. We have a second vortmax. And it looks like one is trying on the northern side. We're going to have to see if this kind of wraps around and the CDO gets a little bit better. The CDO is not too much seeable right now. It's not so much convection in this storm right now. It's having a little bit of a dry air trouble. On visible satellite, I'm not too concerned on the fact that we're not seeing significant convection. It's good for Taiwan. It means that, yeah, the eye wall is a lot better. If you could not tell here, we are really starting to see a little bit more in the way of convection trying to wrap around the eye here. Not too significant, but there's definitely a very nice symmetrical eye. There's an eye wall. This looks to me as a category 4 right now. This is an easy category 4 right now. Maybe a mid-end to a high-end category 4. Question is, will it take the advantage and try and develop the core a little bit better? What I'm seeing in the latest frames is that the CDO is starting to come together again, and more convection is trying to wrap. Even on this side here, we're seeing a little bit of darker. We're trying to see a CDO there. We're seeing a Vorp Max there. We're seeing a little bit more convection. The CDO looks like it could be trying to get its act fixed here in the next coming hours. I don't want to say that it will, because we have to see how things go. But when we take a look at true color, and honestly, this doesn't look that bad. There's not really any shear right now. This is a pretty violent typhoon still. It's still a very big typhoon. There's not too much in the wrong way. We are seeing a CDO trying to redevelop here and restructurize. The structure's great. The structure can handle right now a Category 5 typhoon again. It really can. Now the question is, will it try to? And with the modeling forecast, it's very hard to say. GFS has 921. It does show into 8 o'clock. It doesn't get too much stronger. Maybe keeping its strength. That's very reasonable right now with the GFS. And then once again, as of 2 a.m., it does look like we start dropping the pressure again. And throughout tomorrow morning and throughout tomorrow, we actually end up going to 916, dropping at least 10 millibars here on the GFS. It does show intensification. We have to see how the CDO reacts to it all. But it does still show a 918 millibar typhoon impact in the northern Taiwan, and actually looks like it makes a landfall, and it starts to quickly weaken after it makes landfall. 923 after right on land, and then 931 as it's going through, exits 943, and then 952 into China. It's very significant. Still typhoon. We're going to be alright. I'm going to have to see that. The damage in Rhoda. Unrecognizable, I'm hearing on the chat. So we're going to have to keep an eye out on that. This is your European. And the European has this, slowly re-strengthening throughout today into 2 o'clock. It has the millibar pressure wrong, so I'm not too confident with the European. But it does show re-strengthening. And it does show into the 930s, once again dropping throughout tonight and today. And then withstanding its strength, and before making landfall, it does look like we have an eye wall replacement cycle, and it actually makes landfall at like a 942 millibar. This would be about a cat high-end 3 to a 4, and then it does go into the regions there. It's still up in the air on how this all evolves. I'm not too confident on the idea that Bobby does not have a chance. The chance is slowly but surely dying away as seeing Super Typhoon again once again here. But the chances are still very high. The HERF model keeps this steadily at a 920 and then makes a tips to the northern here as a 931 and then makes a landfall as a 941 millibars in the China. I don't know why it does that. When we take a look at satellite, it looks like it wants to do an eye wall replacement cycle. It definitely looks like we see an eye wall replacement cycle, and it grows also, so that kind of weakens the major winds. But it still makes a northern tip landfall here on Taiwan, and then goes right into China with another eye wall replacement cycle. I'm not too confident on all that. We have to wait and see. The winds are still going to be extremely, as of right now. This is the winds as you're taking. This is actually a little delayed here. This is 6Z. So I want to see what the 12Z run comes in, because that's all new, fresh data there. As the 12Z. GFS shows it lower as a landfall than it is right now. This is the latest satellite, and it looks pretty interesting here. We're seeing, once again, we have two vortmaxes going on right now. Not the strongest vortmaxes, but we got one vortmax on the eastern and one on the western here of vortmaxes. Now, my question is, does these vortmaxes wrap around this eye wall and re-strengthen the core here? That's a question that we will have to watch in real time. I'm not too confident it will on the first try, but it definitely is possible here with the satellite imagery presentation. They're very small vortmaxes. They're not crazy vortmaxes as of right now. Yeah, the eye is definitely, it has definitely shrunk a little bit. That's for sure. I want to see what that means. Could that be an eye wall replacement cycle? I don't exactly know. There's some signs of an eye wall replacement cycle I heard about. I'm not too confident on it right now, but definitely could try. I mean, we're still at like a 24 in the eye right now, so it's not too low with the dry air. There's definitely convection building on either side here, and I want to see how this convection evolves in this core. Eye is dried out just a little bit more. I mean, there is maybe an eye wall merger is going on right now. I mean, it looks like we're having an eye wall merger. That gets me right there. There's a little bit of dry air also. The eye is looking more symmetrical though. Now the question is, does the CDO follow along with that? Because this still looks like a monster typhoon. It's slowly going west-northwest. We're going to have to wait and see on how the track continues here. Let me take a quick look at Zoom Earth. I want to take a look at the cone and the eye right now. See where we're at here with it all. So it's quite on par here. So this is the latest. It's at 145. It says it's going to weaken to a 140, 140, and then a 130. That's still category 4. That's still cat 4. This is, so it says right now it's going to make a landfall in the Northern Island as a low-end cat 4 on the Saffir-Simpson scale of the United States. And then it has a 125 and then a landfall as a category 2 in China near Manchin. I don't know how to really say all that, but that could shift. But it's still not significantly. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. This could definitely go back into Cat 5. I do believe. But we'll have to just wait and see on that all. I'm very interested on the satellite imagery right now. And I wish we got radar, because that would be very, very nice. Satellite imagery. Do we have any lightning? The vortexes are going very well, I would say. It's not strong. We definitely got vortexes going on. I can still see inside the eye, so I'm not too concerned about that right now. Now the question is it doing an eye wall replacement cycle or an eye wall merger? And that I can't tell just yet. Vortexes. That northern side. It's not doing too well. The vortexes are definitely not doing too well. I don't see some significant vortexes going on. Like this one is barely moving here. That northern side is what's getting me here, where I don't see any. I want to see what happens here. This northern eye wall is really weak right now. Like these eye walls is reinsuring itself. It's still not the greatest eye wall right here, but still trying to reinsure itself on visible. Like the eye structure here, it's been weaker on the northern side. That northern side of the eye has been weaker. The eye has definitely closed in a bit. And sometimes that could mean an eye wall replacement cycle again. But from the earlier of the CDO to now, I can't confirm anything on that. What is your guys' thoughts? As we're taking a look here, what's your guys' thoughts on that? Do you guys think it's doing an eye wall replacement cycle? I want to see a microwave imagery here. Let me quickly take a look here. I will be back in a few. I do have to go do something quickly. Yeah. Welcome back, Sky Kingdom weather. Welcome back. I am back. Can you guys hear me? Welcome back. Welcome back. How is everyone doing? I think it should be working. As of right now, let me just quickly take a look here. Welcome back. So we do have a microwave imagery here. Thank you, Sakura, for the image here. It's not the greatest image. That's interesting. So the microwave imagery, that's very interesting. I'm taking a look at it quickly before I show you guys. I want to just analyze this. So there's definitely a dry spot in the structure. Oh wow, that's fixing up nicely. Okay. So actually the things are looking a little bit better now on the eye here. We're really noticing now a blow up of convection now on the northern side. We're starting to see some northern convection here. We're seeing some consistent now black showing up here on the southern eye wall. Looks like once again the CDO is continuing to get better and better, like I was anticipating here. We are slowly but surely also drying out the eye a little bit more. Still a little bit ragged, but we are starting to see a little bit better of a way here. So this is the latest images that I think this was the latest from a few hours ago. I mean this was actually a pretty true image. We have a nice outer CDO structure here. Now my question is, with the eye wall slowly, it's much stronger on the southeastern side. We still see the eye here. Now my question is, with the blow up of convection, do we see a complete solid CDO trying to develop? I do not see any signs of an eye wall replacement cycle right now. If there was an eye wall replacement cycle sign right now, we would be starting to see some lighter blues on the outside. And to be honest with you, I don't see any signs of that. It just looks like some dry air did get into there. Now the question is, how does this respond? Does this convection reshape the structure? The structure is capable. It still has to do some fixing. The structure has to, with the latest images on microwave imagery, does look like we will have to see some CDO restructuring here. The structure is actually fine. More in the way of convection. We need convection. Because with this less convection, it kind of interrupted the northern eye wall here. And I would like to see how that does respond. I can tell you we are seeing more and more convection getting its act together here. I do not see any signs of another eye wall forming on the outside. It definitely looks like we are seeing a little bit of a strengthening on the eye wall here, and I would like to continue to keep an eye out for this. You can see it right there, the eye wall getting better and better placed right here. When we take a look at visible, yeah, the visible really shows it here, that if this CDO gets a little bit better in its structure, we're definitely going to be not seeing too much. Look at the CDO here. I do not see any signs of another eye wall replacement cycle. Does look like the eye wall is trying to reestablish itself just a bit. So I would take that in account of a couple hours that it will. On the latest imagery here, it does look like it is a bit even better here. So when we took a look a little bit from earlier, you did see how the outer eye wall, there was a good eye wall down here, not the best, but we did have a moat and some dry air to interrupt this northern piece of the eye wall. We saw the eye wall right here, and then it was disconnected and then rejoined here. So there was a weak part in the eye wall that did collapse here with some of the dry air that got into it. But in the latest framing here, it does look like that has sealed up a bit. We don't see this moat anymore. This has kind of recovered itself. We still do got a northern moat right here. I would like to see if convection does wrap around a little bit on that, because that will help to restructurize on the microwave imagery also. Can you guys hear me? I would like to know if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me?
Two weeks on this pillow.
Hey, Weather Kate, can we check the 850? Yes, give me a few minutes there to do that for you. We'll definitely take a look at that in a little bit.
Like empires.
If you guys are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe, please share with your friends and family. That would be very nice. We are continuing to watch everything here unfold here on this channel. So let's take a look here right now. Yes, I can hear you. Good. So that's the latest look on the eye. Still a 125, 931 millibars. I do expect pressures to drop later tonight. We'll definitely be live tonight once again. As the time, yeah, the CDO is getting better. I can tell you that. We are starting to see a better CDO sign here. And the eye is drying out a bit more. The only thing that has me a little bit interested here is we still see a little bit of dry air on this northern side of the eye. Now, with the new convection explosion going on, slowly but surely, does that kind of enter here? Because we still have a weak part of the eye wall, and that's that northern side we're watching out for. And until that gets better solidated, I don't see too much in the way of strengthening to take place here with my analysis. It does look like we are seeing the signs here. Yeah, look at that. So it is getting better and better. We're still having trouble here. I'm seeing some more whites to develop there. It does look like we're having more of in the way of so this is one vort max. This is 1 vort max. It does look like we're about to have a second vort max right here on this side of the eye. And then it does look like we are starting to see some signs of a third vort max circulating right there. This side of the storm is a very weak part of this. But as this continues to rotate, we should slowly but surely see recovery in the eye wall on the northern side. That was thanks to some of the dry air and some of the shear that did attack this. When we take a look at the moats, yeah, that's sealing up a bit. I can tell you that dry air is slowly dissipating here on that side of the eye. So currently, the storm eye right now, if you look at the center, is about here. It's running just a little bit south right now in the last little bit. We have jogged a little bit to the west. Currently, it's right on track, though, for the most part. I don't see any significant push. Maybe a little bit south. Maybe just a tad bit south. So I would like to keep an eye out on that. Let's re-update this. Yeah. So this is a much better image. We're definitely seeing recovery on the northern side here. A little bit more convection. Once we could get vortexes to go around this, I do think we're going to potentially see the re-intensification here of this storm. I do believe, as we keep going on throughout today, if that does continue to get better. There is still the dry air is definitely in the eye. We're steady at 23 right now in the last 5 minutes. So I want to see if that continues to dry out. We're going to have to see how these vortexes go around the CDO. Does the eye dry out more? Do we see a little bit more of an intensification? Those are all questions still up in the air right now that I would like to continue to keep an eye out for. 12Z halves A is coming out, and the HERF is out for the most part. We do see weakening. According to the HERF, as of 11 a.m., this is a 921. And we do see by 2 o'clock a little bit more. We see 922 and then 925 now with the latest HERF. And then 926 being at its worst. About 8. And then we do see 928 millibars where it gets up to. So the HERF for some reason shows a little bit of weakening. To be true here, it does show a little bit of weakening, and then it does look like the pressure starts to re-drop again and then steady out, and then a 923 millibar pressure right here with a structure of this. So the structure is definitely upgraded, definitely not as strong as before on the structure wise. Smaller eye, that's for sure. It's a much smaller eye. When we take a look at it, yeah, there definitely could be some dry air, because you do see the HERF is picking it up very well here. Convection more on the southern side and this side a little bit here, and then this northern side being weaker on and a little bit of drier getting into it. So it does look like that could be the case here on the latest, and then you can tell that does start to re-strengthen but struggle throughout the evening, and then it does look like we start to see it dissipate there. I am very interested by the whole situation on that. Do we see recovery go on? I mean, we do see a 923. Let's take a look at the halves A here. Halves A has a 924, 925, 928. So it does show also weakening in the short term. So that's very interesting. The models have kind of backed up here and said, yes, we are having a little bit of dry air of an issue right now. And you can see how the eye is. I don't think it's going to stay that dissipated. I do think it will recover a bit faster than the models are saying. If the latest satellite imagery is correct, we should be seeing a recovery taking place right now. Looks like some recovery is taking place. I can give you that as a most likely of a yes. Definitely recovering a little bit. We are seeing this vortex kind of spreading out a little bit closer to the eye here. This one is continuing to go like this, and we're also seeing the continuing of this vortex right here, and this vortex is continuing down here. So we got a few blow-ups of vortexes going on. There is a little bit of a worrying here on the northern side. We're seeing breakage and dry air really trying to get in on that northern piece. But I'm also seeing the convection wrapping around a little bit tighter right now. So that could theoretically help in the short term here. Yeah, you could tell right there. So weakening in the eye wall right here. The northern side is a little dismantled right now. So nothing too major, but just a little bit there that could cause in future history of an issue. I do want to keep an eye out on that. The eye wall is somewhat recovering a bit. We're seeing more of that blowing up in convection, so I'm not too crazy concerned right now on it. Like I said, there's definitely... It could be... This is a structure right now. I mean, there's definitely dry air in the structure. On Cyclone for the region. Let me take a look at that. Can you guys hear me? Everything kind of just... Oh, crap. Oh no. We're right now 30 for 30 FPS. The frames have... Can you guys hear me? Can you guys still hear me? I don't know what's going on. My, Yeah, Google is not responding. Oh, come on. It's been working perfectly. I will be back, you guys. I'm gonna have to restart the stream. Wait. Nope, we're back. We are back. We're back. Yep, we're back. Never mind. We're back. Alright, we're back. We're alright. We're alright. Alright, everything's back on frame. I don't know what happened there. That was a little scary for me because I was like, and then I have to restart the stream. We're gonna work through this. So what do you want me to take a look at? Can we check the 850 HPA zone? Where is that at, my friend? The Nino 3.4? You want me to... Yes, I can hear you. Do you want me to take over... You're talking about that, right? Because I can show you in tropical tidbits also, if you're talking about the Nino 3.4 region. Ocean analyzing. There it is, you guys. We're at 1.501 with a steady increase. $850 zonal. This. This? Average 850 zonal wind anomaly hologram. Alright, we're talking about this though. Hey, am I correct? Are we looking at this? Because this is the 90-day average. You'll have to... These... Okay, you're talking about this. Hover molders. Okay. Click model data. Okay. Oh, what? I don't usually use these, but 850. 7-day 850 zonal. You're talking about this. You said no, click model data, then hover motors. Model data. Okay. Right here. Got it. Then hover them. I mean, that was theoretically right, though, on the other one. I could have done it like that, but I'm not too good at reading these graphics. No, click model data, then... So no click data and hover. I'm not too good at reading these. but I will try my best. So when we're taking a look at the graph, you guys, this is the 850 zonal winds here. And you can tell in the Nino 3.4, the temperatures is GFS. So these are the runs. We're at 6Z, so we're warming pretty nicely here in the last couple runs. Are you watching right now? Yep, that's the right one. So now can you explain? I'm not too good on that. But I will try my best. So clearly these are the runs. So this is the 6Z. This was July 18th. So this has been updating. Okay, no. This is what it should look like in the future no, this is each run. So this is as of July. So the Nino 3.4 region, we have continued to warm. This is, I think, the warming of the winds, of the zonal winds. And I'm going to try and explain it to you. I'm not the greatest here on it. But it is continuing to warm as we look from July 18th. And in the future, we do see the warming continuing here. And even around the 18th, we see it go about 20 right here. This will be right for the East Pac. We are having westerly burst. Huh. Let me take a little bit of a deeper dive on this here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I just asked someone about it. All right, someone in my weather team. Clearly, so he told me a westerly wind burst often favors warming in the Nino 3.4 region, and we've been having a westerly burst. But he did also say it does not guarantee the sea surface temperatures, and the SSTs will rise immediately. There are several reasons why it could be. The WWBS. So they generate eastward movement, downwelling the couple Kelvin's away, but it takes weeks to months for that to warm the subsurface or reach. So it's probably a lack of delayed with the wind burst in the westerly. So we should be seeing gradual warming in the Nino 3.4 continuing. We have been warming. That's one of the reasons. And another potentially strong cooling from the atmosphere. And it's been we could be having a lot of thunderstorms and the rainfall. Even though we're having westerly winds, with some of the waves that are going through the Nino 3.4 region with the tropical, that could be helping to keep it from rapidly strengthening as of right now, and why the westerly burst ain't doing too much, but it's going to follow along with it. Another thing is persistent upwelding with storms, but we haven't had that, he also said. But the timing of it could be lagged. So one of the big things is surface warming in the Nino 3.4 region lags about 2 to 8 weeks, depending on the strength and location of the burst. So that's another reason that we could be seeing a lack of the burst as of right now. Does that explain? I did just ask someone. Nice to see you. Good to see you right now. Does that help you at all with the information? I hope you did get some information out of that. That's what he told me, so I'm going to continue to... I hope that does help a little bit. Nino, so Dapia. So let's take a quick look at the Dapia here. I hope that does kind of explain here a little bit. Thank you. Very greatly appreciate it. You always do a great job. I like watching you monitor winter storms. Thank you. Thank you. I really do appreciate the courage from that. So, yeah, we've been live the last couple, I would say last week now, consecutively on this job here with the storm. Okay. We are definitely seeing some interesting things go on here. We are having now, okay, that's a little bit interesting here. We are now seeing a bigger burst. This is probably the biggest burst. We're seeing some significant, we're almost getting to the word significant, bursting in the eye wall here. We're now starting to see some pinks once again come around the eye wall. You're doing a solo stream. If you would like to join, I can, but give me a few minutes. If you want to see some good Nino temps, look at Cyclone WX, more accurate. Okay, thank you, Justin. Very greatly appreciate that. Hey, Weather Kingdom, how much do I need to pay you to add new features to your website? Big dryer intrusion. It takes time. You supporting me, we're going to die. No, you're not. Nope, we're doing all right. So let's take a, it takes time. I will keep working on, is that's why I've been streaming. To be honest, it takes time. I'm using a whole bunch of websites here. I am eventually going to continue to upgrade on this channel. The goal for this channel is eventually to get a secondary channel for storm chasing. After the colleging and all that is storm chasing, big time on storm chasing, and continuing live streams like this here also. So we'll have to just wait and see. You do not have to donate any money. If you would like to, it does go right into the savings for the YouTube channel. So I am saving, whatever money I get from YouTube is actually going to a YouTube savings account, where then I can kind of put the money towards like more monitors, more websites, more premium on stuff. So that's going to take continuous time. There is a bit of a dryer intrusion though. I can tell you that. There's definitely a little bit of dryer getting into it. You're right. That convection is definitely trying to get going. There's definitely a dryer intrusion going on. I can tell you that. Oh, yeah, look at that. That is a dry air intrusion for sure. Look at this. Dry air. We're going to have to continue to see how this evolves. How much do I need to donate to you? None. None. There's definitely a drier intrusion going on. I would like to see how this all evolves here. Definitely a drier intrusion. Let me get a satellite imagery back up for the dry air. Yeah, that's a drier intrusion for sure. We're going to have to continue to... Yeah, so we have seen some... Yeah. That's pretty good. Data through time. The eye has cooled. It's actually staying pretty steady, but it is cooling down a little bit. And not really. It's... This should overall rotate. But it will go into savings and all that, so yeah. As we're continuing to take a look at this, look at this. We are definitely seeing a very big amount of convection. This was the second one, but the dryer has kind of dissipated. I am very wondering on how this is all going to rotate. Because once it rotates the other side, we're going to have to do that. You more awake and not tired? Yes, I'm more awake. Big dry air intrusion, but I'm really wondering. That's some good convection exploding right there. No, I'm talking about you to warm the Nino 3 point. Please warm it up. Why? That's probably the most convection I've seen yet on this. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe and like. That dry air intrusion shouldn't be too bad. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it's a big one, but I'm also seeing, if you cannot tell here, we're also seeing the reinforcements. Yes, there's dry air. There's definitely dry air there. That's dry air. But I am noticing when we are taking a look here, a lot of a huge feeder band is developing right here. We're noticing it where I just draw the blue. That should continue to wrap around the storm and explode in convection. The pink and gray on the outer is making this seem like it's entering stage 4. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? The pink and gray on the outer. I'm not too worried. It does look like the storm will get better and better on its structure. I could tell you that because we could see here on visible. Can you send it to me? Yes, please. If you, I think I might go to it because I think you know a little bit more. Oh, is that it? Let me quickly take a look here. So, stage 4. Okay. Alright, I'm taking a look on what you just sent me. That's a huge moat. You are right. So is it almost done? Would you like to explain this? We're gonna get one of our special people here. You can go check off stay up until stream 4. I am on VC now. Hello?
Hello.
All right.
Can you hear?
Yep, I can hear you. Yep, and the stream can hear you also. So you were just talking in the chat and stuff. Would you like to explain a little bit?
All right. So stage one. We've already gone through stages 1, 2, and we're in the later stages of 3. Hold on. I want to have LTW on here too, because he also helped me with all of this and stuff. I'm gonna go invite him on here if he can.
All right. Yeah.
I'm here. So,
Oh,
yeah.
hello. Nice to see you.
So what is Bobby up to now?
We're looking at it. There is a dry air intrusion, it looks, but correct me if I'm wrong. Gavin pretty sure thinks that we're in stages potentially 3 and 4.
We're in LTW said we're in like late stage 3 as well. I thought we were in like early stage 4, but that's gonna mean like probably a couple of hours once all this convection
So,
wraps around. That's
was this
popping up.
another eyewall replacement cycle last night, or is this the same one?
This might be
So
sorry, go ahead.
this is like a moat here. This is a moat, kinda. There is some dry air down here, but it's trying to block it off right now. That's what it's doing. And I'm pretty sure it's trying to like wrap convection around to form that stage 4 prominent outer eyeball.
Let me just share your screen. I did not know you're sharing your screen. So, okay, I can see your screen now. So I'm gonna let you explain a little bit here on what you think. Oh wow! So what is that?
Yeah, it's progressed. Like, I think it has progressed pretty fast for this size. I mean, from usually you don't see it go this fast. I'm not saying it's gonna get complete. But I think it's a higher chance than a normal ERC because the inner it is resisting more. It didn't resist before, but because all of this pink convection popping up.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the outer eye wall here, I think. And I think we don't have recent microwave imagery. Hello, OTW.
I just got some news. I don't know if you saw recent
We're on stream, by the way.
IR.
Yeah.
Hello, by the way. But it shows a clear moat.
Yep.
We were just talking about that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I also
yeah.
want to show you something great.
Oh, real quick, by the way, before we get to that, I'm gonna mention, by the way, the OISST numbers in the Nina 3.4 region are now 2 degrees above the 1990 to 2020 average.
Whoa.
This is also the earliest time we have actually hit that number. The previous record of the earliest was August 30th in 1997.
Wow.
Ah,
That is
nice.
insane.
Let me go to.
There's a massive burst of vortmax going on though in the eye wall. I feel like I understand what you mean with the moat, but LTW, you might have a little bit more knowledge, like
yeah.
here.
Not really. I kind of get help from Surge and Delta.
Yeah.
And
do you think
is at work right now?
Do you think it could be some dry air right now?
Yeah.
Actually.
Down here, there's slight dry air, and there's a lot of dry air on the east side.
Well,
it's trying to block it off.
I do think it will as it wraps around, because that's a lot of it does. I mean, even on water vapor, even the eastern side, there's been a bit of a blow up of convection also. I do think that moat will die off, because when you look at the water vapor imagery, that arm, what do you like to call that? The arm of all that convection, the feeder band. That has honestly continued to.
I don't think that's a feeder band. I think that's the outer eye wall.
I don't think it will be that big of an eye, though. That's way too big of an eye.
Oh
It's gonna
no,
contract, yeah. It's
no,
going to
I know.
contract, like later.
I mean,
If
there's
it
a
forms.
lot of convection blowing up, though, right now compared to this morning. I just think some dry air is
Yeah.
getting into this right now, but if that's a feeder band or outer eye wall, that is exploding in convection, and I do think the dry air will get choked off because I have the water vapor imagery. I mean, right now, this expansion in the progression of this vortex is continuing to wrap around, and it does look like we are seeing another vortex that has been struggling thanks to some dry air, but so far been in the progression here on the eastern side where the dry air is. But then also I'm noticing with the help of the dry air, the eye is noticeably getting a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Not just that, I'm noticing a bit more convection trying to fill in the moat. And a lot of this dry air does look like it could be choked off in the next 6 hours as we continue to stream it throughout the day. I am very interested because when I have my screen popped up here and I do see a lot of convection on that feeder band or outer eye wall. I feel like it's a feeder band because I did see a feeder band does form.
It would be connected. It would be connected to the inner or outer eye. It'll likely the reason why I think it's an outer eye is because it's not connected to anything.
But it's trying to.
Rapidly blowing. And plus, if you look at microwave, it's like in like relatively the same spot as where it's blowing up.
I mean, you might be
That's why I think
right.
it's the outer eye.
It could be the outer eye.
Yeah.
I
Anyways,
would
you see
like to.
microwave out?
I did check it out. You are right. There's a
No.
massive moat.
Yeah, but is it the new microwave out? Is that the new imagery? Oh no, that's the old. That's an old imagery.
That could be an
Yeah,
old.
there hasn't been a new one, unfortunately.
They're supposed to be soon, but it's not gonna be relatively good pass.
Ah, that sucks.
Here, I could oh right, you don't have that bot.
I'm gonna specify, by the way, guys. Are we live with a kingdom? I
Yes,
actually
we
didn't know
are.
if we were. Okay. Well, I do want to specify that Bavi is still growing in size. The radius of 50 knot winds, according to the JMA, is 150 nautical miles. The radius of 30 knot winds is 350 nautical miles.
What's that in miles? Like miles.
350 nautical miles?
No, to miles.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm putting that in regular miles. So that's 172 miles. And then 350, that's 402.
402.
So we're talking a tropical storm force wind field of, I want to say, about 375 to 400.
Do you guys think that
No.
Bavi might be on the downhill
Yes.
here?
Yes.
Honestly,
It's
it probably is on the
even
Do you-
if it intensifies a slight bit, it's not going to intensify a lot. First of all, due to our replacement cycle,
That is so
depending on
large.
how long that would take, and then like as maybe as soon as it's done, it's gonna have land interaction because it's gonna be nearing Taiwan.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Shear
Unthinkable.
and dry air is also halting the process of it, but it could be on the decrease now.
I'm just keeping an eye on this moat because I'm seeing a lot. That convection is rapidly getting closer to the inner core.
Yeah.
So I
By the way,
want to see if this, whatever, this feeder band outer eye wall, I want to see if it kind of all congeals and connects to each other because I think that would be very interesting.
Yeah.
I see your point, OTW. And honestly, it could take as long as getting to Taiwan and then land interaction. But I'm thinking this could take another 24 to 30 hours because this ERC for this size is been going really fast for this size. Not like fast in general for normal ones, but I think this could get done within a day or so. I do think so. And I think it will have room to intensify, but not very much room. So I'm not going to give an estimate for the winds because I don't want to be wrong. Because I was wrong last night.
We
Because
were,
right
yeah.
after the stream, like me and LTW found out this was an eyewall replacement cycle. We got it in stage 2 or about stage 2.
Right now, there's a
Yeah.
lot of convection blowing up near the moat. I do want to give it a few hours and see what the structure looks like.
Yeah.
I want to see what the coming hours look like right now with this whole moat situation because that inner eye wall is trying to wrap around, but there's a
It's
part of
getting
that.
opaloid.
What?
By the way, huh? Go
Oh, you
go on,
can go.
Gavin. Gavin spoke first.
Yeah.
The eye is getting slightly more opaloid,
Oh
which tells
wow.
me it's weakening. It's also getting like cloud filled really fast. You can
I
Oh
see,
no, it's actually doing really well.
yeah,
If the eye, if next microwave pass captures the a really weak inner eye, we could be done in like maybe like 48 to 50 hours, maybe even less.
Yeah.
I want to
I'm
see
not
how it
trying to be like a wimmy or
continues.
anything, but like I'm just like trying to say like if this storm had like unprecedented times where it was doing this stuff that we weren't expecting.
Yeah.
You're right.
So
I'm really
I
like
do
keeping
want
an
to
eye
ask.
on this.
sorry, I just want to finish my thought.
No, you're good.
I just like it's just like if com- if there's no more pink, it turns like a little bit black like in this area. You see where my cursor is, Gavin? Like
uh,
over here.
yeah. Oh,
Then you're
Um
right.
I did.
if this full on collapses, I could see it done in roughly 20 to 48 hours. Done. Like
I
completely done.
I do agree with that.
Like
Yeah.
all it has to do is just not resist. If it doesn't resist, it's gonna be hear me out. It could be larger than tip.
No, it's not going to be
No.
larger.
I mean it got to
It would have to do
700
another one
miles.
to do that, most likely.
Me and Delta made some like calculations like on the wind field before it was like half the size of tip.
But it's
Yeah, but
very, very unlikely for another eye wall replacement cycle. God, if this does another one, but it's not going to.
If it
I
does
think
another
this
Not.
is
one, it's
the.
dead. There's it's
there's
if
It's
it
a
does another
non-zero
one,
percent chance, but it's very, very, very
no,
unlikely.
it is a complete zero. Well, yeah, it's zero point 0.1, but like if it does an eyewall replacement cycle, it's gonna hit China as a tropical storm.
It's forecast to hit China as a Category 2 typhoon, by the way.
Right, but I'm saying if it does another one, it's gonna weaken drastically.
I would say it's would say it'd probably hold category 1 or 2 intensity to China.
Right, but don't forget, the mountains will shear the entire storm. The
I
entire
mean, but
wind.
not well, maybe not the entire storm, but probably most likely that part. Like,
Yeah.
Southwest.
But
yeah,
I do want to emphasize something. Don't let category 1, 2, 3, no, man, well, 1 or 2 fool you.
You're correct.
Tropical storm.
So,
yeah,
right,
the storm essentially.
so do you want to, look at my screen, everyone?
All right, give me
Hang
1
on.
second.
Because I found this, and, this is actually really bad. So this is wind, this is, storm surge. I could do feet, meters. So if, for example, if it were, I'm looking at Shanghai because that's where it's going to be mostly affected. If
Second.
it is 6 feet, it's probably going to be like maybe like 12 feet, right? When you say, um,
Depending on strength.
Sakura, or because of the size of the storm.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say. Well, it also depends on how big Bobby's supposed to be, and Bobby's supposed to be absolutely gigantic.
So I'm going to
Like
say like
maybe not,
12.
maybe not tip size, but probably about the size of Typhoon Winnie in 1997, and
Mm,
that produced a storm surge of, I believe, I want to say about maybe not 20, but like probably about the range of 10, 15 feet.
10. I'm going to go 12 for now.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
This is Shanghai
Oh,
at
Yeah.
12 feet. By the
Yeah,
way,
most of Shanghai water at that point.
this by the way, the red that you see is below sea level. So that means all of this, and even Nanjing could see, um, massive storm surge.
and that's only storm surge alone.
That's not including the flooding that it could do.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
really bad.
Shanghai is gonna be could be underwater. I'm not trying to doomcast. This is literally right now ongoing. Well, not the storm surge, obviously, but um, like it's getting up to that point where it's no longer doomcasting. It's could be an actual forecast, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the lowest what's the lowest a water level could be for this area if it goes more south?
Um, even 6 feet, roughly 6 feet, Shanghai will still be
Wow.
underwater.
Much of it.
No,
Much of
no,
it.
Almost.
all of it. Downtown Shanghai, like, it would be underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if it goes south a little bit, like Wangzhou or something like that, it's still like all these areas will be underwater. Even if it's 6 feet, 12 feet will be even worse.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
The satellite imagery is really catching
Coming
me off
together?
guard.
By the way,
Say what?
this is including mountains. Think of the mudslides, the
My God.
flooding, the like I could see flooding get up to maybe a over like roughly 2,000 millimeters,
That's about
which
a good like what? Nearly 40, 50 inches? Jesus.
Well, I don't know if I'm wrong. But like I'm just saying, like rain, like the mountains are gonna like help with the rain and
Yeah,
mudslides.
Yeah,
Um,
orographic
Oh,
that
mhm,
helps. Like,
yeah. Um, basically, TLDR, um, possible catastrophic
All right, I'm
storm
gonna bring
surge to the
the I'm gonna quickly show the audience the water vapor. You could keep talking.
okay. Basically TLDR, expect up to like 6 to 12 surge in Shanghai. Expect maybe over 10 feet of rain in some areas, possibly maybe even 20 feet of rain. Um,
um,
and
not
be
20 feet.
aware,
20
huh?
feet is like, I would think 20 feet is like somewhere in the range of like nearly 200 inches, and that would be nearing a world record.
oh.
I'm just saying expect a lot of rain.
I'm very curious. This satellite imagery is really confusing.
Yeah.
Right now, this is heading west again. It's going more west northwest than northwest.
Yeah.
The eye also looks like it's trying to fill back up
Oh
again.
wow, look at that.
That is
What do you mean the eye
Maybe
wall
we
is trying to
just
fill back up?
not eyeball. I mean like eye, because it's really clouded right now. Yeah, it's really kind of
um
clouded.
guys,
What?
What?
the northeastern side
Is almost completely
is
detached.
in the blue.
Yeah.
I think next microwave, we're gonna be on probably mid-end stage 4 of the eye wall replacement cycle.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, it looks
satellite
like the
also
eye
proves
wall is
that.
collapsing.
Look at that. Look at that.
Um,
Satellite is also proving my point.
yeah, it
Oh,
does look
so
like we could be having. Yeah, this could definitely be entering stage 4.
This
Yeah.
this look like the outer eye wall now looks like outflow.
mm,
I
I'm
think
very
that's what's
curious.
helping this. Wait a minute. I
Wait.
think
Let me see your screen.
I think correct me
I'm
if
look.
I'm wrong,
Yeah.
Sakura. This
What's up?
outflow, this post outer eye turned into outflow is now assisting with this possible outer eye wall.
hmm.
Interesting take.
Yeah.
Do you see where I'm getting at? Because look, convection's rapidly expanding. If it was battling dry air, it wouldn't be expanding like that. You know
Oh.
what I mean?
I
Yeah,
want to
it
see
is
if
an
that
island.
fills in with convection though. That
Yeah,
moat.
It probably will, but it's gonna get better over
I
time,
don't
most
think
likely.
so.
What?
I don't think it could. I think it's actually almost done. I think we may be reaching the beginning stage of stage 4,
Probably.
Could could be.
like right now. Like
And
right
I
now.
think this ERC is getting much easier because wind shear is not really much of a problem anymore
Yeah.
It's
because
more just
it's
dry air.
yeah, it used to be essentially it was a 1v2 and this held up really well. It kind of failed a little, got all its convection like out here. Are you viewing my screen?
No, I'm looking at LTW. Let
Oh,
me.
all right.
Oh,
Here,
okay.
wait. I have it.
Yep.
I have it.
Oh, all right. So, so wind shear, it's not a problem anymore. Well, it not a problem, but it's not as much of a problem, so we can cross it out. Dry air, that's the main problem. And I think this outflow is gonna try and mix it out a little. And it's gonna
I think
try
that's what
to,
it's doing right now. I think that's
yeah,
what it's doing. I think that's a
mixing.
clear moat in right there. That has to
Yeah.
be a clear moat
And
because the eye's connecting with the moat.
yeah,
Yep.
you
Um
can see there.
and look, even on here,
Yeah.
we can see where the new eye would be.
It looks like there's also like another moat up here. It looks
Uh
like.
this would likely maybe be the new eye.
I don't think it'll be that
Correct
big.
me.
It's gonna
I mean,
contract.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like roughly this big. It's
The old eyes
really
start out this
massive.
large. Or no, this large, about that.
I can't.
By the way,
Okay. Yep. Now I can.
Weather Kingdom,
Yes.
here's satellite or this is water vapor RGB. Um
Yeah.
this is red, green, blue. So red is high deep clouds,
I,
green is moist upper level,
yeah.
and blue is moist low mid levels, and black is all dry all levels. Go on, Weather Kingdom. I know you're trying to speak.
No, there's really nothing I have to say right now, to be
Okay.
honest.
So I'm gonna play this. So I don't know if you saw that. Um, this area, it may seem like on paper, dry air is trying to get in. It's not. Um, that's just the outflow kind of weakening due to the dry air, which is allowing it to partially intrude, but this band right here is blocking it.
Like I pointed
Um,
out earlier, LTW.
yeah, I'll give credit to you. Um, and you see this purple-ish? You see that
Yeah.
purplish color, like all around? That is a mixture between high deep clouds and moist low mid levels. So that means it's relatively moist. It's in a relatively gray environment, minus this area, which is knocking out. You know, now that I look at this, Sakura, correct me if I'm wrong. Um, this is winning against dry air.
Yeah, Winnie in 1997 was, even though 97 Winnie 97 was a bit of a weird case. And yeah, it was trying to battle dry air, but also trying to do an eyewall replacement cycle. But but from what I can tell, Winnie just botched it pretty badly and had that 230-mile wide eye.
Right.
And then eventually struck down afterwards. At
They
Catwood
also get
Strikes.
battled by shear.
I don't think it did. I don't really think it did, if I'm honest.
Hmm. But like
It
this,
might
like
have.
this,
I mean, it might have not long after peak intensity though.
yeah,
So
this is all mixable dry air. This dry air is gonna get fed out. Um, you see that darker dry air? This is all gonna get fed
yeah,
out, but like the moisture one is gonna get fed in and then circulated rapidly. This thing is doing really well. I could see
yeah.
on
From that eye
paper,
war.
sorry, on
Yes,
paper, I
sir.
could see this finishing soon.
Yeah. And then I think the turn to the north should happen in the next maybe
It
12 to
is.
24 hours.
It is turning to the
By the
north.
time it heads towards Ishigaki.
Not
Oh, it
More
fully.
is.
like west northwest.
No, it's a
Uh,
west north. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
west
maybe not
northwest.
northwest. We'll give it another 6 to 12 hours before it turns towards Taiwan instead. Because I think
I
at this point right now, it's still headed still as a heading towards the Philippines.
I think it's.
And
Let me use a.
that's term.
What color can I use? Maybe like this. I think
Oh
it
no,
could
that's
do
better.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would actually be a
I would say give
really
it a.
bad scenario.
Um, yeah, I was gonna say give it another maybe day and 6 hours,
It can't.
then
It
see what
can't
happens.
move past here. It's not moving past
Yeah.
here. The ridge is too weak.
Unless if it pulls a Vern 1994 where it just stalls there and then just randomly dips south out of nowhere, then yeah, it's not doing that.
No, Luli.
Which
When I say all the models support it, even the uh last time I checked, I haven't checked yet. Um, basically all the models, um even the hurricane models support it turning like
yeah, yeah,
like
I
right
know.
over
That's why.
here, right
Yeah, I know. That's
here.
why. LT, I know, I
Okay.
know. And I have seen the model. Yes. I'm just saying, like, imagine if it pulls a Vern 1994 and just sits there for a little bit, and then eventually ends dipping south for a little bit, and then
No,
turning right back north, right back out.
no.
Basically like
It's
that.
Yeah, but no, Vern didn't actually do that. Vern just stalled wherever. So you see where Bobby's at now, right? Vern ended
Yeah.
up moving south, and I mean due
So like
south for a little bit, yeah, and then made a U-turn and then went right back north. And kind of
that.
looped. No, no, it didn't move west. It just moved.
Oh,
It just pulled a U-turn and then moved due north after that. Yeah, kind of like that, except it then moved toward the
kind of like a
northwest
him.
or the north, not
I
northwest,
can't say that name.
northeast.
It's that
Yeah,
storm in
Hindenburg was 2022. Yeah, Hindenburg. Yeah,
yeah,
Hindenburg ended up spawning out of the middle of nowhere. I think
right.
spawning out of nowhere. I think. It ended up sweeping past Okinawa nearly as a Cat 5, stalling south of the Philippines or stalling north of the Philippines actually, and then headed back north and then made a U-turn and headed north and struck South Korea as a typhoon,
I
probably
thought it
category
kind of
3 or
did.
All right. I'll
I
be
thought it
back
kind
in
of
a
did
few
like
minutes. All
this.
right.
Got it.
I thought it kind of
nah,
did like that.
it did that, but near South Korea.
Right, but I know, but I'm just drawing the like roughly the
Yeah, it
track.
did. Yeah,
How
yeah, it did something like that. Yeah.
how cold
Um.
do y'all think the CDO will be for the outer eye wall if it forms?
Hmm?
Or or no? I mean, like if we
I don't.
complete
I
this.
don't expect. Now, this CDM might have quite a few minus 80s, minus maybe like one or two minus 90s, but I don't see anything colder than at least than at the most minus 85.
Yup. Wait, it's doing exactly what I said. The
Oh my,
look,
whoa.
it looks like on paper it's getting fed in. It's it's actually doing what the storm wants. It's the storm's forcing it in to mix and then gonna jut it out. Is that what I'm getting at?
I see
Essentially.
what you're getting at. Yeah. And more
The
convection might
storm's
be able to form here to
the
help
storm is
this.
Yeah.
actually behaving really well.
I think what we or y'all or we said earlier, I don't know, it might be in
Yeah.
early stage 4.
Oh no, it's definitely in stage 4. Look, the eye
That
just collapsed. Like the eye
guys,
wall did.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
what this like I'm gonna just remove all of this. I
If we're not in
think
stage 4, I'll be shocked.
I think so I think what I think microwave will look like. We're gonna have this. What? No. Hold. We're gonna have this inner eye wall here, and it's already deep. It's already like kind of. Hold up. And if I'm gonna just erase this part right here, and then I think there will be an opening right here, and then there will
That's
be
gonna
an
be the
outer.
inner eye. Yup.
I think there will be an outer here, and then banding off to the side
Yeah.
here, and there will be more banding forming up here, probably very soon, once this dryer starts to mix, or it's already mixing it. Once it stops and just starts this. Do you think this could intensify after this is done?
No.
It might have a chance to intensify by a little bit.
Right, but like not like a major
No,
intensification.
yeah, I don't mean like all the way to
Mm.
a 5 again. No,
No, no,
that
no,
ain't
no. I
happening.
mean, I don't think it's getting to super typhoon status again.
Yeah,
It
maybe
it
like
might. Honestly, it might try, but I don't see it.
Like maybe 125 miles an hour.
Yeah.
right now.
No, no. If it completes it quickly.
Yeah, I call
Look at
one.
Yeah.
look at the VHTs.
Yeah, it's trying. Wow. Yeah,
You could
this
wait. You could
might try
really
to get to
see.
stage 5 late today. It might try or early
Look,
morning.
I could see. I could see it.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Relatively, like that, right? And then the wall will
Oh, I need to
potentially
look.
be like this.
That color is kind of hard to see with all the stuff. Maybe try
It's. I don't know
white
what color to use.
or that's
Yeah.
much more bright.
Okay. Real quick. Okay. So real quick, and I do want to specify this. You guys probably did see the Colorado State University the Atlantic hurricane season forecast for this year. I'm sure you
I
guys
don't know
have
why
seen
they did that.
it. They went 9 storms, 4 hurricanes, and a major with an ace of 50.
Yup.
I
I
thought they
agree. I
went like
so agree.
20. I thought they went like
And
20
No,
earlier.
that's Utah. That was
Utah.
Utah.
Oh, why did they even go that way?
long story short, the El Nino. That's basically the
No,
long story short with this.
no, no, no. I mean, like, why they go 20 in an El Nino, especially a super El Nino?
No, they didn't go. They didn't go 20. It was Arizona. It was Arizona University that went 20 storms
Yeah,
Okay.
because they
I said
initially
that.
because Arizona initially thought, hey, Arizona thought, hey, we're gonna have another 2023. Nope.
No.
Here are some. Also, note here are the analogs. 1965, which ended on a 10, 4, and 1 and an ace of 87. 1982 with a season with a stat line of 6, 2, 1 and an ace of 32. 1987 at 7, 3, and 1, ace of 34. 1997 8, 3, 1, ace of 41. 2009 at 9, 3, 2 with an ace of 53. And 2015 at 11, 4, and 2 and an ace of 63. The mean between all the analogs is 8, 3, 1, and an ace of 52. So,
Hmm.
in
Yeah,
terms of all of
They
these
were being
people,
weenies at first.
yeah.
Can I say something? I'm, my prediction changed. I'm going 6 to 8 named, or actually 6 to 10 named. Uh, 2 to 4 hurricanes, and 1 to 2 majors.
Hmm.
Hmm.
um, Oh yeah, of the
What do you
analogs,
think?
by the way. Yeah, of the analogs, by the way, and I want to mention this real quick. Only 2009 and 2015 had more than one major. Those both had 2. 2009 had Fred and Bill. 2015, of course, had Danny and Joaquin. 2015, I think, got especially lucky concerning the fact that there were some forecasts back in 2015 that wanted 2015 in the Atlantic to only have 4 storms and actually to herald the end of the positive AMO era in the Atlantic. But it didn't. And of course, we know what the next, I guess the next decade and
2016.
a half has to offer so far. And
Oh,
yeah, we've definitely seen it. But yeah. Of other in terms of the other years, 1982. Now, 1982. While I don't think we'll have the same activity as 1982 because reminder that was during the negative AMO era. And that was a excessively powerful El Nino on its own. And while it was a lot more active than 1983, which for you tropical cyclone nerds out there, you will know 1983 only had 4 storms at all. The 2 hurricanes and the single major, which was Debbie. Um, yeah, those are not very good seasons on this roster. In terms of analogs. 97 got off pretty lucky, I think, despite it with 97 being a super El Nino, of course. And then again, 2015 got especially lucky, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's how the analogs and the forecast for this year from Colorado State. What are your thoughts?
wow.
Oh.
I Colorado State is actually so um underrated with their predictions because we usually look at the uh NOAA's outlook, but they usually go for a range, which I do like. I do like the range because you could have they can be wrong, but they could also be right because it could be in their range. While CSU is like one
Going with
like a
a
single digit,
number.
yeah. Um,
Yeah.
which could be really wrong or on point. There's no in
Or
between.
OTW.
could be on the money.
OTW.
But wait,
Okay.
I just want to finish my
Sorry.
thought. Um, but see, but CSU also is fairly accurate with their predictions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was 2024 on CSU?
2024, I believe they ran with. Let me actually look.
Because I don't really remember what 2024 CSU is.
Yeah. So as a reminder, the actual numbers from 2024 was 18-11-5 with 161 ace.
Right.
As for the forecast from CSU, their first forecast was 23-11-5. Then their mid-season forecast was 23-12-6.
Oh, okay, so they
NOAA
were
ran was 17-24, 13-4-7. And I think a lot of people were expecting a very, and I mean extremely active season out of 2024. And while it kind of it technically did do that in terms of ace, um, not that much of an active season.
yeah,
In fact,
yeah.
if you remember, you in Pennsylvania on April 24th released their forecast of 2024, calling for 27 to 39 named storms, which would have been a
God
worldwide
damn.
record. Uh, so while we didn't get the season that we probably would have dreamed of if we had a season like I don't know
Oh five.
like 20 yeah 2005 or 2020 something like that, yeah. Of note, CSU, by the way, last year in their July forecast ran with 16, 8, and 3, but of course we know how that season went. 13, 5, and 4 was the official numbers. NOAA was actually pretty much on the money with it. On their August forecasts, they ran 13 to 18, 5 to 9, and 2 to 5.
Mm,
So let me check
it's
forecast for this
interesting.
year real quick. Real quick.
Hold on, I could do it. I could do it.
You? No. I got it. I got it up. I got it.
Okay.
I got it up. So
Okay.
let's
Okay.
see. Forecast for this. So SARS first forecast, which was on December 11th last year. 14, 7, and 3 was the first numbers that they put out. Then it was the University of Arizona on April 7th of this year. 29 and 4. We're gonna
We're
just
just
probably
gonna
drop
chuck
that
that
because
out the window.
that's way too high. Yeah. CSU's first forecast this year was 13, 6, and 2. TSR's second forecast, which is April, 12, 5, and 1. Weather Channel also put their numbers out there, 12, 6, and 2. Scrolling down to NC State, they're running with 12 to 15, 6 to 9, and 2 to 3. So on the high end, they're thinking like something like a 2018 type season
By the
for
way,
North
sorry
from
to
North
cut you
Carolina.
off. I do want to mention the inner eyewall structure on the northern side is almost gone.
It's
The
horrible.
eye
I was
the
gonna say, yeah, I
like
was gonna say that the northern part of the eyewall and the inner eyewall structure, you know
It
what
is
that
holding.
somewhat reminds me of?
what
I'm back.
Typhoon Tokage and Typhoon Tokage of 2004.
How do you
hmm,
spell it?
Tokage, Tokage of 2004.
I
oh,
am
I thought it
back, you
was
guys.
tokage. I thought
Tokage.
I've kind of been
Well,
calling it
it's
tokage.
Ooh. Oh, whoa.
Tokage.
I've been
Look
looking
at
at the
this.
Tokage.
satellite imagery. You are right, Gavin.
It
The
does
northern
look
eyewall is holding.
for
What?
like
Holding?
if you
It to me it
holding.
looks like it's holding.
It's
Yeah.
deteriorating.
Hmm?
Wait, is it holding?
Yeah, I think it's holding a little bit.
I mean it's holding right now. I mean that convection on the outer eye wall is blowing up still.
No, it's actually deteriorating. The northern side of the inner eyewall is just
It is
getting
still there.
annihilated.
It looks
Uh-huh.
like this is
That's
going outwards a little. So it
Well,
might
that's
try.
normal. It could
That's
be
normal.
it could be trying to wrap right back around, but as you can see, it's kind of going like it's not doing that really well.
Not
yeah.
moving very fast.
The
Yeah.
eye is
Also, you guys,
also shrinking.
and then also you guys probably did see the similarities between Tokage and this so far. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Could you also put Aaron 25 in here?
Aaron, I don't think
Because of
Aaron
its
did that.
massive eye?
See, I don't think Aaron was like that. I guess per se.
I don't know what's
I don't
going
really,
on.
I
I
don't really
don't
think Aaron did anything like
What?
this. Is what I'm
What?
thinking.
Weather Kingdom?
I'm really keeping an eye on this. I mean the northern side is doing it's holding.
Look at the
Barely.
VHTs.
I mean it's
Look
barely
at the
holding, but
VHT.
it's trying to get its I mean the convection is continuing to blow up on the southern side, that's for sure.
I think we're
Next.
entering stage 5.
Stage
Not,
5?
not
What?
yet. It
Stage
that's way
5 would have to look like this. We would have to see like all the outer eye wall with convection around. Here, actually, I'll show you an example.
Wait.
I mean,
Can
there
you go
is a
back? Can
lot
you
of
go back?
convection blowing up on the inner eye wall, though. And
It would have
some
to
of
look
that,
like this, more so.
Right, but that's normal for the storm to do that because it wants to fight the EWRC. But you could see that it immediately gets weakened.
you are right.
Yeah, also for reference, by the way, I do want to mention that the EWRC graphic you may or may not have seen, but the storm reference in that graphic is Typhoon Senlaku of 2008. So
Mm.
Oh,
honestly,
this is Sinlaku?
No, of
Senlaku of
08.
2008.
08.
I
Yeah,
know. I know he's talking
yes,
about. Oh wait.
Senlaku 2008. Honestly,
Regardless of this, there's a
like
lot of
what the
new convection.
yeah, yes.
Mm,
Yeah, it's
yeah. But look at the outer. Look at that. Look at this right over here. Wait, what? Why is there a new one?
What do you mean?
There's a new one.
I
Wait,
guess
what?
they knew it's a third disturbance in the East Pacific and CPAC.
Yeah,
No,
the
that's
Central
EPAC.
Pacific. I do want to specify, by the way, the Central Pacific is about to start going absolutely nuts. I mean, there's literally two systems there, and well, not systems, but like two AOIs there. One
It's
a
gonna do this.
1060, a Zip 20. Yeah. But
I'm gonna
yeah,
be
here's the
honest
thing.
with
There's
you.
also a Zip 40 in the East Pac proper, by the way. So that's probably gonna might
What?
LTW,
Wait,
there's a lot of new convection trying to develop on the southwestern side now.
right, but that's normal. The inner eye wall usually competes with the outer, which therefore weakens the storm. But the thing is, it's not wrapping around. It's weakening.
There is a
Um,
little bit of new black convection developing on the northern side. Very little.
right, but that's once again, it's trying to fight the eye wall replacement cycle. The eye wall is so weak. The inner eye wall is really weak on the northern side.
So LTW and everyone, can I get y'all's opinions on what stage y'all think this is? And like,
Beginning, be, end to beginning of uh end of 4, beginning of 5, in my opinion. We just
In
need
my
a new
opinion,
microwave.
we're at low end to mid end 4.
No. Oh yeah. Well, is it
eh,
stage 4?
Yes, I think it's in
Okay.
stage 4. I think
yeah, it doesn't.
stage
Sorry.
5 will come in once we can get a blow up of convection on that northern eye wall and that attaches to the outer eye wall. Then I can see the inner eye wall completely collapsing.
By the
Yeah, it's
yeah.
really
way,
small right now.
by the way, why the hell is this connected to this?
I don't know.
For,
Is it gonna
The main
just
problem is this
go
right now.
here?
I kind of want to focus on this.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
But
yeah, and Justin in the chat just said D-Max is also starting.
Oh
oh
wait,
yeah,
yep,
that.
yep, don't forget about that.
oh,
And you guys, I don't. That inner eye wall's really trying to fight.
not for long
It's
though.
just so weak. It's putting
Yeah,
up weak resistance. It's like a, a cannon versus a battleship.
Yeah.
Like the cannon's like the inner eye wall, and the battleship is the outer eye wall. Like the
Yeah.
outer is possibly that strong.
I
yeah.
mean,
I
the
think
And
eye.
the
Yeah.
and you could see it deteriorating. Wait,
whoa.
actually, Sakura, this is it smaller?
Yes, it's getting smaller. The eye is getting smaller.
No.
That the
Right here.
no, it is. It's getting smaller. It's like contracting because I think it's in D-Max right now, right? So
Yeah.
Or were.
no,
But I would expect like stuff to like pop up over here, you know?
I think we already hit D max and we're going towards daylight is gonna
No,
happen in like a few hours.
no, remember, D mid is midday.
Yeah.
right?
D-Max
Correct me
is
if I'm wrong.
I think it's
believe
about like what time is it in Taiwan right now? Actually,
It should be nighttime, like
hold up,
around
let me
yeah, it's,
check.
midnight.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, I can just
Not bad. Yeah. I think it's about like what 2 a.m. there, 2, 3, 4 in the morning there.
Yup. Wait,
2:33.
wait. It the
2:30.
next
Okay.
frame. This next frame just proved my point.
Why?
Oh, microwave?
Nope.
Oh, never
No,
mind.
no microwave.
Ah, I hate it.
Um, look, look at that. Um, this is a relative. I think this is a new frame.
Yes, it is.
You can also see on my screen as well.
Look, see, I know
Yeah.
this black
Mm,
pop-up is right there, but it's not
This
gonna
kind
last
of
too long.
yeah. It's like there's like a tiny area of convection trying to blow up, trying to hook the two back together or something.
Thing
Yeah.
is,
Yeah, you can see that
the
you can see that
yeah,
little thin line of convection between the two parts of the eye wall there, trying to kind of hook back together, but I don't
right
think it
here,
will.
right here,
No,
If you
no,
also,
over here.
right
Oh,
there.
I see what you mean with that outer eye wall now. I
That
mean,
last
that's if
frame.
convection can develop there.
Yeah, there you go.
If
Right
convection
here.
can develop right there where you have your cursor is, then yeah, then we're gonna be
No, no, no. If convection fires right here,
Why
it's
no.
would
not
It,
gonna.
convection be right there?
No, I don't know. Um,
Okay.
I think uh I think it's gonna fire around like right over here, and
Yeah.
then this is all gonna slowly die off. It's gonna wrap like maybe one more time around the inner, and then it's just gonna slowly disintegrate while this this new convection will spread like over here and then over
Yeah.
here. That's why I think it's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Yeah. By the way, that feeder band is looking nasty. My goodness.
This right
That
here,
feeder band is Yeah, that feeder band is looking nasty. No,
this
look due east of the eye. Look due east of the eye. Right in that area. Yeah, there.
here,
Yeah, that
that's a
feeder
feeder
band.
band?
I I think that's a feeder band, but if it
that's what I
is,
thought
damn,
too.
my
No, no,
goodness.
no. This is the eye wall. This is potentially the feeder band, right?
Because I think it's a feeder band. I don't know. It looks like one, honestly. Like if you
It
look at
does.
if you look at Typhoon Haiyan satellite imagery, you'll notice something of a similar notice something very similar, like when it gets very close to the Philippines or something like that. Like there was like this
Oh yeah,
one
this massive right here.
little massive band that just pushed toward the Philippines before the main core of the storm hit. Um,
Yeah.
I think we will continue to see that. If that, I think we just have to give it time.
yeah. And note to our viewers, I'm not saying this will be a repeat of Haiyan. I'm just like saying like that
That
looks
yeah.
like yeah. I'm gonna specify that this is going to be nothing like Haiyan. Okay,
Nope.
Haiyan was a completely different beast in a completely different era, or well, maybe completely
Yeah.
different era. That
In the
produced like
Philippines, yeah.
yeah, the Philippines especially. Um, like that's a whole completely different monster we were talking there. Hion's a completely different monster. Okay. Um, Bobby
This
is
is
going to be
probably
our yeah, Bobby is going to be the main problem for China, Taiwan, uh, Ishigakijima, and the Yayama Island. Um,
mhm.
so I think the forecast track is pretty much about the same as what it was last night. Let me check the JMA real quick, and I'm not
That
gonna show it
feeder
because I'm
band
like,
is racing inwards.
yeah.
I can tell with the new
Okay.
convection, the pink. It's heading
Yeah.
right into the inner eye wall. I really wonder if, but look at this. The Southwest now has a pink vortex going on in the inner eye wall. But what happens if the inner eye wall slowly but surely? I think you're right. It's still. I think we're in stage 4. I think stage
Yeah.
4 is happening.
I think I said this I said this off camera or off when I was off
Of
the VC. I think this will reach stage 5 by within
Huh.
what is it? Probably 10
10.
hours. Well, at this rate, probably 6 to 10 hours probably, because I don't think it's gonna
I think that's
rapidly
too
do
soon.
this.
I still think it's too soon. Like it's gonna finish its hour replacement cycle?
No. I don't mean that. I mean stage 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't think this will reach stage 5 within 4 or 5 hours, because you gotta remember this is also a very large eye, and this is probably gonna take a bit of time to wrap around. And we need the inner eye to be very, very weak, not with pink convection. So it's gonna take a little bit. Honestly, I think um within a day, I think this ERC could be at stage 6, and then so on. I think this could start intensifying very, very slowly, not like borderline rapid, but honestly, yeah, that's my forecast. I'm thinking like that.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree for the most part. I think it's just a wait and see.
Yeah, this could go to stage 5 within 4 hours, because you've seen,
You guys,
because
that
you
feeder band of convection is absolutely exploding,
whoa, yeah.
and it's heading inwards.
yeah.
And also Weather Kingdom, I just want to point something out to you. You thought this here was not for, because you said this was the first peak. There was actually a peak before it in because it did an eyeball replacement cycle. It was a very, very small one, but I mean, yeah, it peaked out 165 and then 170. Actually, no, 180 and then 155, and then the max peak I could see here
Is up
is,
there,
yeah, like some
over
here,
here.
not here. Because one, sea surface temperatures are gonna start to drop off a little bit. Actually, I'm
Yep.
gonna go show this on cyclonic.
Yeah, I do have your
Yeah.
screen popped
Right.
up.
The 18. Yeah. By the way, the 18Z update should be coming in soon.
Yeah,
It's currently 1842 UTC right now. The
I
1800 UTC update should be coming within the next couple of minutes.
actually,
Oh,
So
damn it.
uh, it missed it. No,
Wait, what?
the the microwave. It
that
missed it. Ah,
It
oh,
missed it.
yeah,
that
it
is so
missed.
dumb.
God damn
Thank goodness we're getting more
Ah,
microwaves. Thank goodness we're getting more microwave satellites. That's for sure.
yeah,
That's
we
something
need
Let
that
me
that.
just see what the next
Honestly,
one is.
honestly, it would be nice if the Westpac had recon back.
Yeah,
did Recon was with the Westpac before.
It
yeah.
was.
Yeah, back in the
It,
1900s.
yeah, it was in the Westpac from I think the 50s to about 1987 when their last recon flight was flown, I believe, into believe it was Typhoon Holly of 87. Well, no, maybe not Holly. I think their last flight was into like an early season typhoon, probably like Gordon or a Gerald or something like that. Back in '87.
By the way, I will be ending the stream soon, most likely, because I know I'm going to be streaming tonight once again, and we've been already streaming over 2 hours. So I was thinking about closing it in soon and then doing another stream tonight.
Yeah.
4.
So actually, waters don't really drop off that much up until like right at landfall, because waters are gonna be 29 Celsius, even like which is the orange, like dark orange here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do
So
got
So
good
that
news. I do
that
got
is
good news.
a tropical cyclone pretty decently. Yeah. What's up?
Um, I'm looking at DC. There's some on the 18, but like all of them are like so bad. But the ones on 21 UTC are really good,
All right.
relatively good. They're like all over the place.
oh,
Yeah.
so we won't get a good one up until probably like a few hours from now. Oh, god dang it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
annoying.
It should come in eventually. What are you guys thinking the intensity is gonna be for
High
this?
end 4. No, I meant low end 4. Low end 4.
Low and
For
4.
what? For
100.
peak?
Right
Next
now.
peak?
No,
Right
right
now. Oh,
right
No,
now.
for like the 18Z update, which should come in soon.
I'm
Unless if it
thinking they're gonna put 115 knots by how it looks, maybe 110 knots.
yeah.
So
I
we're
think
thinking
pressure
high
is gonna
end
be in the
3,
high
low end 4.
930s.
Yeah,
High
I'm gonna
end,
say 130 to potential. They might keep this at 140, but I don't think they will. I think 130 is a good fit, and air pressure probably mid 930s, maybe high 930s.
I was gonna say mid 940s. Like
Mm,
high high 30s, mid 40s.
that's fair.
940s. I feel like that's a bit over, but honestly, I
No,
understand.
the storm's relatively fairly large.
Yeah,
Larger
it's
storms usually have a higher pressure, and plus the storm's on a weakening trend. So that's why I'm going like relatively in the 40s. And by the way, before you
Uh-oh,
ending,
you guys, satellite is delayed.
look at this.
like no,
On tropical
you got
tidbits, it shows that it's delayed. I don't know if
Himawari still up.
Yeah, look at Himawari.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. Oh, the eye's actually close. That north actually
I
eyes
told
actually
you
climbing back
it's
up.
yeah, it's I
Yeah,
still
you can
don't
see that
That
clear.
could be up. Or like, yeah.
What do
Yeah.
you think?
Um,
Possibly? Maybe a bit smaller eye?
trying to keep my tabs on, trying to keep the tabs on
That eye
ATC.
is so
Wait,
large.
wait, wait. Update.
Hold
They're
on.
going with
Shut up.
115.
Shut up. All right, the updates just came in. 130 miles an hour, 940 millibars. Let me repeat that one more time. 130 miles an hour, 940 millibars.
I basically slam dunked it.
Yeah.
There we go. Yep.
Dang
All
it,
right.
you stole it from me. I was about to say it as well.
I just so
Slam dunk. I was expecting that.
Yeah. Um, but what do you think about do you think it's a bit smaller or do you think it's just right?
Mm, So on the left side of that inner circle, I think it should be more like right to make it more like a circle and less
I mean,
opaloid.
it's probably not gonna be really circular, it's probably gonna be relatively ovoid.
Yeah, but I don't see it. Actually, eh.
I'm not expecting it to be perfectly circular.
Right.
I'm
'Cause if it was circular, then it would be probably something along the lines of a freaking like maybe
Winnie.
Winnie of 1997,
I'm
which
thinking. Well, yeah, this. I'm thinking
oh
relatively
well,
that. I
oh
think that's
actually,
it.
Winnie did have a circular eye. Winnie did have a relatively circular
Is
eye
there
whenever it was.
any lightning in that feeder band? Does anyone know that?
I don't know. I think
I'm gonna.
Winnie's eye was like relatively like oh
Well,
maybe
actually,
I think this was Winnie's eye. Wait, you can't really see that. I think this was Winnie's eye. This was
there you
the
go,
wall,
Winnie.
and then this was the inner eye, right?
Let me look at the satellite imagery of Winnie again.
You guys, there's a
Remember to
lot of
zoom in.
convection blowing up right now across this entire storm.
Yeah, there
Mhm.
is a lot.
Whoa, look at that.
Whoa!
What?
Like, look at LTW screen.
I know that is expanding inwards, and the inner eye wall is also blowing up with convection. So what happens when these two? I really wonder what's going to happen.
I think it's
Yeah.
doing exactly what I think it's doing. It's gonna wrap around again, and then like this area is gonna
All
like as
be
soon
with
as it wraps
convection.
around,
Yeah.
the
The new eye is going to be the northern eye, inner eye wall, and where the moat is.
yeah.
Yep, I think that's
That's
Right on
97.
LTW.
so. Everybody,
Well,
we're pretty much saying that this is going to continue to wrap one last time. This convection is going to continue to spread outwards towards the outer eye wall. This moat right here is eventually going to connect, and then the new eye will be somewhere around here.
Yeah. Basically,
And that would be stage
sometimes
5.
basically this new wrap would basically cloud the eye partially.
Means already clouded.
Yeah.
Like probably like put it to like this like probably put it to like this small.
And much, much more opaloid
And then
and
and
raggy.
then and then the this will likely be the moat by then, possibly. Could you see that? What do you guys think?
I would agree.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's trying to compete with this area, which is stronger than this area.
Yeah. Oh, just so
Um,
you guys are aware, by the way, the previous update before this one came in, the intensity above it was 140 miles an hour, 926. So that means this storm gained that means this storm went up 15 millibars in just 6 hours.
yeah.
Yeah, it's rather weakening.
And wait, what do I see here? Why is there not really any dry air here? You don't see that much gray anymore, right?
Right.
Where'd the dry air go?
Well, it's all thanks to this right here. I know. Wait, I don't. It's like the big convection that was like first over the outer eye. that's helping just protect the
It
system
was
and
the
making
south flow.
it was huge. Wait, yeah,
It's the south
it was a
flow.
huge outflow,
Yeah, the outflow forced it. The
and
outflow forced the now this may seem dry air intruding, but that's not. That's actually what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to get into the storm and like maybe when it gets to like towards the black area, it's gonna just get killed.
But I am pretty sure I'm going to be ending the stream in the next few minutes because I do have things to do before I come back on the air tonight. We've been live now for about 2.5 hours, so I think that's a good way to close it off. I do want to say thank you for your guys' knowledge and your guys' help on what is going on with Bobby. I do want to appreciate good job on the impacts for China. That was really needed. You guys really hammer that home with the storm surge and all the rainfall and all the details that this is not just going to be hitting Taiwan, but China also. So that's some very good knowledge for everyone to know. So I do really appreciate that. I think you guys absolutely crushed it once again, like always. And I do appreciate everyone in the chat asking questions and helping each other out with answering certain questions. And I really do appreciate everyone joining in and kind of just all chatting it up here for the last couple hours. I really do appreciate that. You guys have absolutely done an awesome job. And I'm very interested of what this is going to look like in the next 4 hours.
Weather Kingdom.
Yes.
When are you gonna stream? Like next time?
I was thinking about maybe like 6, 7 o'clock. No joke there.
I, I,
Don't worry, we hate that meme.
how long are you gonna be streaming for? Cause I gotta go at like 8:30 p.m.
I'll probably be streaming all night. And once again, up to probably 1, 2 in the morning.
Oh yeah, I can do that. You don't gotta worry about me leaving. I can stay up however long I want.
I thought you said you have to leave at 8:30.
Well, I have to leave for like an hour and I'll be
Oh yeah,
back.
you're good. Yeah, you're all
I
good.
think by the time you're streaming, I think we're gonna see some major improvements for the outer eye wall. We're gonna
Agree.
see like a nearly full wrap, but not fully. Like
I think by by when you're streaming, we'll be nearing stage
5.
like
not
I would
6.
say mid-end 5. You'll be
Okay,
like maybe mid-end 5.
that's a bit rough, but yeah,
Not
that's good.
terrible.
Because
Honestly, I
the
think
the
we're
eye's collapsing. The eye's literally collapsing as we speak. Look at that.
Not
Exact.
fully.
No, it is. It's getting
Oh yeah, the eye.
tiny.
Yeah, the eye is collapsing. Yeah, there's more and more dry air in the moat.
Now, that's just a moat. That's not relatively drier. That's well, yeah, maybe, yeah. By the way, as you saw, you see it's trying to wrap back around, and look what it's doing to the eye.
It's choking the eye.
Yeah, it's gonna do a full-on traditional EWRC, which means that the eye is gonna cloud up, um, and uh, and then when it eventually appears, it's gonna be rapid. It's gonna appear in rapid succession.
LTW. Uh,
Hmm?
so I have one thought about like your prediction. I think it's slightly valid. I see what you're going with this because you're seeing like the eye collapsing. I think it's gonna take a while for this to wrap because You gotta remember,
No, it
there's
is wrapping. It is wrapping. The new
oh,
convection's trying to get to the north,
I mean, like
and you
for the
see.
outer to wrap
Oh,
around.
for the outer.
Yeah, that would have to be stage 5. I'm pretty sure you know that.
Yeah.
I think this might do it honestly, but I don't think it'll be mid stage 5 because it. I think, as you said, this can be slower ERC. I think it'll be, if anything, early stage 5. So yeah,
I think
we're gonna have.
it'll
And
be a relatively medium speed EWRC.
I mean, for
yeah,
this side, it is incredibly fast. For this
yeah,
side.
Yeah.
and for the reference, by the way, stage 5 is a large eye and single eye wall, so
Mm-hmm.
it's
Hmm.
gonna take a little bit to get there, but I think it will eventually get there pretty quick. Maybe not
Mm-hmm.
like in the maybe not like overnight, but like definitely probably by like tomorrow midday. I think we're seeing like something along those lines.
I could also see dryer is actually not that much anymore because look here. You could see it's uh expanding really well. It's not like getting like right over here. It's
This
not
is
like
definitely
staying
a
right over here.
You are correct that this has to be an eye wall replacement cycle because in the latest frames I'm seeing the eye jog a
No,
little bit.
even
The
microwave
eye
supports it.
the eye is starting to I'm starting to see little signs of the small eye not just collapsing, but it's also moving towards the north right now. And whenever we see the inner eye kind of jog around the bigger eye, what's going to happen is eventually, you are correct, the inner eye wall is going to start to detach and it's going to start bobbling around the bigger eye. And then once that complete process goes on, then I can say we are entering stage 5. So I can see
Can
exactly what Gavin is saying. It could be later tonight, midnight. I can see the stage 5 take place. I am watching the inner eye wall. I am noticing
Amy,
more. What?
I was gonna pull up Wilma for an example. Um, but basically what what he's talking about, if you remember Wilma from '05, it has hold on, let me just draw this on Nobility. Or actually right
Oh, I don't
here.
have your screen popped up. I'm looking at satellite right now.
Um, can you pop it up real quick?
Yeah, it's up.
So I'm just using this as like a platform or like a frame.
Yeah.
Um, basically, Wilma, Wilma's eye basically.
Yeah, because Wilma, right? We all know Wilma had that eye of like 2.5 miles across, right? Like 2 miles wide, right? And so of course it's gonna go through an eye replacement cycle like extremely quickly because of course if a tropical cyclone has an eye that small, chances are it's gonna have an eye replacement cycle. So like Wilma's eye was kind of like bought like playing ping pong, I guess you could say, with the outer eye wall. Um, for like the entire EWRC, and as a matter of fact, it did actually end up weakening it below Cat 5 strength. And then by the time it got to the Yucatan, you'll notice that it had like the much larger eye. So
Yeah, the eye was like roughly this big, roughly.
yeah,
While the
roughly.
while the eye right here was like that big.
I'm very interested in
Yeah.
what this is going to look like later.
And then on
Yeah, me too.
Florida, the eye was like oblong.
Yeah,
Because
just
when I
about
take a
like
look
that.
at water vapor, I mean, overall, even though this is an eye wall replacement cycle, this is probably the best convection I have seen in quite some time with this storm.
Yeah.
You know, do I
Probably since its peak. Yeah.
do I dare to say that this cycle could be done in like maybe roughly the
Tomorrow.
same amount of time of the first of the set of the one that made the structure? You know what I'm trying to
That
say?
one took a while. That one took a while.
No, no,
That's probably
it was really fast. That one took like
what do you,
roughly a day for
that
an
one? I thought it took like a
EWRC.
few days. It was
No,
stuck in the early stages for quite a
no.
bit, like stage 2 to 1.
Here, let me put this to you. So this is it going towards. Give me a moment because my Wi-Fi likes to
I will have to end the
split
stream
itself.
soon now. So yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
be quick. I'll be quick.
Yeah, you're
So
good.
here, I'm just using SAT. I'm just using SAT. So like here, you can see now it's doing an hour replacement cycle now. So look, so this is Monday the 6th. It's doing an hour replacement cycle. Monday the 7th,
Still doing it. Still doing it.
and then right here, it's done.
Yeah.
That was not a day. That was not a day. That was 15 6 hours. Or that was about that. I
That
counted the dots.
that was
Like,
like less than a day. That's really fast for an eyewall replacement
oh,
cycle.
I thought you meant the whole eyewall replacement cycle time
No,
4.
no, I do.
Oh,
This eyewall took like roughly almost a day, and then
yeah,
it did another one. By the way, look at the wind field on that thing.
yeah.
Like it was a massive wind field.
And you could see that slight moat on satellite imagery there. And I'm pretty sure because I was confused there because I thought there was another one going on.
It
And I didn't want to point it out
right
because I
here,
wasn't sure. Yeah.
this was inflow, but then the inflow turned into concentric banding, and then like you see how the inflow kind of turned into like concentric, like
Yeah, I see.
right there, and then you could see it now doing it now.
Yeah, that was really quick.
Yeah, it's gonna be massive. And if it
Yeah.
finishes roughly in like 20 hours, that's gonna be it's gonna be like
24.
right here.
Yeah, like, and
Like
mind
right
you,
around here.
it would still be in 30 to 31 degrees Celsius waters. And it would exit those waters probably around Taiwan.
So Sakura, what do you think?
Um, yeah, I would say that this storm is definitely going through a pretty decent EWRC right now.
A fast one.
Quicker than what we thought.
This might be a
Y'all.
little bit of a pull, but I think it might still take a little bit of time.
Yeah, of
Regardless,
Quicker than
course.
y'all thought. I thought this was around the same time.
yeah, and I want to specify, by the way, even by the way, I want to mention that with this EWRC, Bobby is going to be absolutely huge. Which will create a lot of problems for, of course, China, Taiwan, Okinawa, and Shima.
I could see from this peninsula of the Philippines, all the way to potentially Kagoshima or Fukushima as like the new eye wall,
Oh,
or
okay.
or maybe even Busan. Uh,
And as far as Busan, South Korea was like Winnie levels of big.
yeah, but like what I'm talking about is like the eye is can be the wind fields can be fairly large.
The Winfield, I think, is forecasted to be like about 500 miles across,
Wow.
according to the J.
Wait,
Like
is that
500 miles.
nautical miles?
Like 500 nautical miles across, I think.
Is that the
Reminder, reminder, Typhoon tip was
All right.
1,380 miles across. So
Wait, so this is the diameter of the storm, not the
yeah,
radius.
it's all the way across. Yes.
So okay, it's the diameter.
Yeah.
All
So it's
right.
like all the way. All right. What's up, Weather Kingdom?
Oh no, you guys can keep talking. Just
Hold on. So
Yeah.
would you say
So
500 nautical miles?
yeah, I think 500 nautical miles. I think that's what the JMA is forecasting.
all right.
Because
Nice.
I literally, legitimately just checked the JAD.
All right.
Um, so yeah, Bobby is supposed to be absolutely gigantic. I think it close like between
Oh.
Taiwan and um between Taiwan and China. Yeah, let's see. Radius of storm warning area
By the
175,
way,
185.
just so you know, 500 nautical miles is 575 miles.
Yeah.
It's
And also,
massive.
correction, by the way.
Is there any last
The
thoughts
largest.
on this before I end the stream?
I
What?
do want to specify that the radius of storm warning area. By the way, I'm gonna correct that real quick. It's actually 260 nautical miles at its largest. So that's about 275 to 300 miles, I think.
It's actually 300. That's 299.203 miles.
Weather Kingdom.
But,
Yeah.
Um, the eye, actually, I now see it. It might be like a low, like blue dot or like a white dot whenever we come back on here because it's collapsing quick,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I
which
said,
shows how
oh
strong the
wow,
outer probably is.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Look here. You could see the outer eye wall right here, trying to wrap.
Yeah,
Where? Oh,
Look at my screen.
yeah. You're right. Yep.
yeah, we
So
might just.
this all could be the new eye, roughly,
Yeah, it will
roughly,
contract, but yeah.
roughly the new
It's
eye. Because if you look here, you could see that, yeah.
it will likely
And
contract, but yeah.
and look at the gravity waves. Look at them, like right over here. You could barely see them, but
It's present
I feel like they're there.
everywhere.
but yeah. I
Yeah.
think. Do you now think OTW there could be intensification out of this?
Barely. Like I'd say if it gets down to Cat 2, like mid and Cat 2, it's gonna stay mid and Cat 2. Like maybe if it's like 105 knots, it's gonna go to like 110, maybe low end 3.
I don't think this is gonna weaken like much more to the point where it's like 30 more miles per hour or
Don't
like
expect it to reach super typhoon status.
no,
No.
no
If it
it
reaches
was.
super typhoon
I know
status,
it's
then we
not.
got a bigger problem.
All
Well,
right.
so I do think that the max potential is like reaching low in cat 4, maybe not even that. Well, depending on how
Low end
early
Cat
this,
4, high end 3.
if this does complete like even faster than we said, then this could try to reach maybe 140 miles per hour, but
Possibly
that's the
super
max.
typhoon. If it completes in like maybe less than 24 hours, I think it could reach super typhoon.
Huh? No.
Let me explain. Let me explain. Because the waters are still relatively warm. And I know it's a
Yeah.
bigger system, but it intensifies slower. But the thing is that the the like it would just sustain over warmer waters for longer, and it's traveling a little bit more westward than like northwest.
Yeah, but we need to determine that probably later.
Yeah,
'Cause
later tonight.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't want
I'm
him
not
to
saying.
have to be on
Remember,
for longer.
I'm not saying it is gonna be a super typhoon.
Yeah.
I'm saying it has a maybe a 1/4% chance, a 0.4% chance
More
of
so
reaching
probably
super typhoon.
1%. Because
Yeah,
honestly, 1 to 2%. But I mean, it
Yeah.
yeah.
isn't impossible. I swear, if we bring this up, like, never mind. I'll talk to you after. But yeah,
Is it impossible? No. Could it? No. Relatively no.
most likely not. But I mean, we've seen the system do the no for a bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've seen a couple storms that we were like, oh, this thing's not gonna do very much, and then all of a sudden it blows over to like a Cat 5 like
Boom.
10 hours later.
Reminds me of
Like
Aaron.
Otis.
Reminds me of Aaron.
Aaron
How
was
like it. No, it was
Yeah.
actually forecasted to be a 2.
too.
Yeah.
Same thing for Milton and even Melissa. It was forecasted to be a 2.
And then,
Otis.
if you want a Westpac comparison, how about Forest 1983, which it was just it was probably like 70 miles, 60 or 70 miles an hour, and then like 24 hours later, all of a sudden it's 180 with an air pressure of 876.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
they.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a 100 millibar crash in only 30 hours, which is a worldwide record, by the way.
All
it's
right, you guys. I think
explosive
that's gonna
experience.
probably be wrapping it up here.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right, I'm
thanks for
gonna. Yeah. So I'll see you guys later on. I'm gonna close out the stream, and then I'm gonna leave the Discord, close out the stream, and then I'm gonna go do what I need to do, and then I'll join. I'll probably make a new stream somewhere around 6:37.
Okay.
10-4.
Uh, just let me know because I'll probably be eating. Is it EST or is it
EST.
it's EST? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll probably be eating. Maybe I'll eat a bit earlier. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah.
I have to go actually maybe around 8
Um,
p.m. EST.
Sakura. Wait. Are you still streaming Weather Kingdom?
I'm gonna leave the
No.
Discord and then finish off the stream.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Well,
Sakura.
I'll see you guys
I
later.
might
All
just
right.
stop screen. All right. See ya.
see ya.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did like and enjoy. Pretty much, you guys heard them. Don't worry, you guys will be hearing them all night tonight, pretty much. I just need to re-energize myself and re-get everything going here. I am seeing the idea of an outer eye wall. I am seeing a much bigger storm. I am seeing the inner eye wall weakened. Question is, there's a lot of questions. I kind of want to wait until later on to confirm anything. It's very interesting to me what I am seeing here, though. I personally thought it was a feeder band, this, but it might not be. That might be the new eye. I can definitely tell you potentially because this inner eye wall is heading in the direction of the outside eye wall. And I am very curious about all this brand new convection on the southern side. Does this kind of convection continue to congeal here while we have a racing convection here? That's another question I have right now. And right now, it doesn't look like it's racing too much. It kind of slowed down on its racing. But we are seeing continuous convection blowing up here. So I kind of want to wait and see the